Here was a girl from the countryside, and she had a dream.
A simple
all
girl.
my dream.
Remember, this was a simple girl.
Yes, she had a dream. All her dream was to have a little house with a picket fence by the sea. Little did I know that I will live in Malacanang Palace for more than 20 years.
Must have cost a lot of picket fences.
When Marcos saw me, he wanted to be introduced, but nobody wanted to introduce him to me because they thought, you know, this is not the girl for you, because he had really quite an eye for women. Half an hour after we met, he proposed marriage.
No.
Yes.
In the canteen?
Right in
Very
the canteen.
erotic.
And then the next morning, the 11 days after, we were married.
No, that's fantastic.
We met
It's
and
a
got
perfect
married.
way. He'll never know the bad news until after you're married, and then it's too late.
Well, the bad news?
Well, if there was any bad news, which obviously there
Thanks
wasn't.
God, thanks God. Oh, it was. I think that was a marriage made in heaven.
What was your
Amen.
job back then? What were you doing?
Basically a housewife.
You did a little.
basically.
You did a little hoovering around the house. You did the cleaning.
He gave me 11 an engagement ring of 11 carats. Then we went on a world tour for 1 year for a honeymoon.
Did you suspect that he had money at this point?
No, because I always considered myself a girl for the country and very close to nature.
Right.
And he liked that. And suddenly marrying a politician was so public. And but I asked him, why do we have to be in politics? He said he wanted to be president. I said, why do you want to be president? He said, well, because that's where I can maximize my wealth and my
What did you want him
potential
to be
as
in? Did you want to be a simple girl?
Well,
On a
I
simple
did
farm?
not. I could not say that. I could not say that. But I really could not stand politics. But when I was being brought to almost yearly after we got married to New York for
Psychiatric
almost, I was on the verge of a breakdown.
What made you crazy then?
The doctor told him. He said, "Your wife is really not sick, but there's nothing wrong with her except that she's rebelling against this very public life politics." And so he said to Marcos this, and I was about 10 feet away, and then he immediately said, if that is what will cure her and make her healthy, I give up politics
He
for
said
her.
that for you?
Yes. In fact, a few weeks ago, I was interviewed, and somebody said, Mrs. Marcos, you're still in cloud nine. You're still dreaming and fantasizing.
Yeah.
Actually, we think you're crazy. I think are you crazy, Mrs. Marcos? And my answer to them, I think I am.